So, excuse me, I'm just waking up not too long ago. So this is kind of impromptu um, intro. Um, just wanted to let y'all know that the season is coming again. Next part is going to be renewing the mind, and so we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So I am not going to stay on here long because, like I said, it was an impromptu, and I had to get it out. Wanted to kind of keep you all updated that I am not gone. Just prepping and getting ready for um, some commentary on the renewal of the mind. But before I actually, really go in depth or really touch on that matter, I just wanted to throw some key pointers out there that has been kind of toggling and bothering me. And as y'all know, I do a lot of reflection. I do a lot of just mindfulness and thinking, and those are components of renewing the mind because you're now having to touch, things that may be comfortable, um, look at things from different scopes or perspectives. Uh, Sometimes things you already know. Sometimes you have to be refreshed on. People think renewing the mind is thinking about something, doing it, and possibly fulfilling it, and then just don't touch it no more. But to as they say, practice makes perfect. Sometimes in order to maintain a renewed mind, you have to grow in those areas. You may, pass level one, but there may be a level two of that thinking that needs to be altered or changed. But I wanted to say this before I really got into renewing the mind is with renewing the mind, sometimes you have to renew the space, the things, and the people around you. Not always, but sometimes when you elevate in your thinking and you spiritually and emotionally have elevated and has grown or is growing, sometimes where you're going, most people can't go with you, and it's not because you don't want them to go, and it's not because they're not important enough to go, but sometimes they're not there. And so this morning I was thinking, and I have my thought was it just and I've battled with this a lot is that be mindful of your space, and you will hear me say this all the time because I am such a big a champion for it. But be mindful of people as well. Watch and observe how people engage you and how they interact with you because that speaks volumes. Believe it or not, that truly speaks volumes to how people perceive you and how and where you fall in their lives. If a person tells you that they love you, if a person says that you are valuable to them or you are important to them, but they give you mediocre work, their actions speak to how they define you. That's why I say words are very important, and I'm a person who would rather be a casualty. And what I mean by that is, or as we would say, acquaintance. I'm okay with high and by because I know where I stand. It is we're not buddy buddy. We're not X, Y, and Z. But when you try to engross me in what you say or what you speak of as love or endearment or connection and deep feelings, but yet you only give me mediocre attention, mediocre friendship, mediocre love, mediocre. I am a grown man, and there are grown women and other grown men out here watching. I'm I can be very patient, and I strive to be very understanding. But in that understanding and in that patience that I pray for, I try to work on, and I try to give to people, I'm not naive and I'm not a fool. And I do understand that what you do, that's how they, and this is where actions speak louder than words. Let your words meet your actions. When your actions meet your words, then it is all good. But when you say you gonna try to do better, or when you love, or when you care, and yeah, and that's even in work. Oh, you're a very valuable team member. I think very highly of you, but yet you are overlooked for promotions and raises and projects. Now, it's one thing if you respectfully decline. That means you know your quality and your capability, but yet you don't want to. And I do understand sometimes it may be nerves, but yet if people don't tell you, if it's not offered to you, if you're not even given the opportunity to show that you can do a new position or leadership or whatever it is that you want to do, then that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. People speak in nonverbal ways all the time. People speak people speak loudly in nonverbal ways, and we often sometimes hold on to words because words are very powerful. We hold on to the painful words just as much as we hold on to the words of thrill and excitement and joy and compassion. And so words are very strong, so be mindful what you say to people. You know, don't say I love you unless you mean it. Don't say I'm going to do something unless you typically can. And yes, we all get forgetful, and yes, we all make human errors. But being mindful and thoughtful of someone is very important. And now, I wanted to prelude to this. In renewing the mind, don't think that is odd that in renewing your mind, you will begin to see the people around you be renewed. And that means that's a twofold statement. Either they will be renewed because they are willing and able to match your elevation, because maybe the journey in which you are going on, they may be internally going on too. And so, you all are yoked. So as you renew and as they renew, y'all elevate together. And that's fun. That's good when you have people that you can grow with in friendship, in career, in partnership, whatever. And then you have some people that will be renewed because they will be replaced or they will be removed. And sometimes you have to make that decision. And sometimes the funny thing about it is life and people will make those decisions for you based on just how they act and how they treat you. And if you know you may not be a perfect person, but you give exceptional consideration and love and courtesy and kindness. Doesn't mean you don't flaw or you don't err, but when you consciously, on purpose, intentionally give these things to an individual, and yet you don't get that same reciprocation back, um, then that may be a sign to think that over. So yes, I'm excited. We are about to embark on the renewal of the mind, so I'm excited. It's coming soon. Bear with me. I don't like to give people any garbage. Bear with the side of the bed looking crazy. Bear with me looking crazy. But when something is stirred up in me, sometimes it's either get to the pen and paper really quick or get to the camera. So I look forward to this new seasonal episode of Renewing of the Mind. It may be short, it may be long, but as I say, always uh, God led, people inspired. So, all right. You all have a wonderful November 1st. Yes, getting into that grow up season, getting into that grow up season. All right. Check me out. Share, like, and comment. Good day.